anything that can make uphills fun is all right in my box. But how does it go downhill? Ooh, it just brings me into the next corner that much quicker. You really got to be on your A game. Can't have had a heavy night on the booze the night before. Ooh. Yep. Now I haven't filmed Reality Check because it's an uphill trail, and when I ride uphill trails it's as boring as hell. But today might be a little bit different. Oh yes. It makes me feel like a goddamn Olympian. How's things? I tell you what, it's been fabulous. I've been able to do all these runs today, and you know, I've normally been able to do 3 or 4 runs. I've been able to do pretty much all the top section here, and then I've come up here and discovered a run that I've never seen before. It makes things like Reality Check and Judgment Call so much fun. It's insane. Like, I went up there the first time, I was like, holy shit. And you know, you're powering and it just slingshots you out of corners. It's really cool. You know, every time you do a half rotation of the pedals, it does, yeah. So yeah, it's just something to be wary of when you're doing it. You know.
At least it allows you to do more runs, eh?
Well, that's the main thing, and I think that's where it will appeal to a lot of people, is that you can do stuff that you probably haven't done before, you know, because you can access it. And you know, for me, I've got a few hours today, and I'm able to get so many runs in.
So you're making most of it,
Absolutely, yeah. So it's quite cool. Cool, excellent. Cheers, man.
All right.
Take it easy. Muddy. Here we go, come on, electric power. Oh, now it's muddy as hell. That's a heck of a jump. Must be a bit of a bypass. Any other day, maybe. But if I break this, I've got to buy it.
I caught up with this guy who was riding a Specialized e-bike, which he said he's had for a couple of years now. We had a conversation all the way up the usually arduous, breathtaking, leg-burning reverse psychology trail. Now, reverse psychology is one of the climbs needed to get out of the forest, and after a day's riding, it can be quite a killer. I've even seen a guy spew halfway up, and it wasn't me. But this time, it was absolutely effortless.
I know it's going to be very difficult for me to go back to my regular bike.
He said that the reception he gets from other riders now is a whole lot better than when he first started riding an e-bike, when he got a lot of grief. Although he also has a regular mountain bike, he tends to use this one more, and it has helped him keep riding after suffering from a couple of heart attacks.
Positive, you know?
Everybody's got used to it.
Yep.
All the positive reviews.
Yep.
A little conference.
Oh, an e-conference. How you going?
Two of them.
Yeah.
Three.
It's a bit of a rare sight, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
See.
I'm in stealth mode.
So I've done, 20 odd kilometres on it so far, and for the past couple of hours, it's been quite enjoyable. What have I found good on the bike? Well, the torque on the thing is fabulous. The acceleration out of corners is just so cool. Battery life, and I've been running it in the top 2 modes for quite a bit of it going uphill. Battery life is hung in there quite well, so the range on it is pretty good. Full power mode, you're still looking at a good range, and probably more than you can do in most days. Yeah, so that's been cool. It feels familiar. The cockpit feels familiar. Okay, it's got a 2x setup on this. Over the other side, 2x setup with XT front and rear derailleurs. If I was to buy the bike, I would probably change it to a 1x setup and just have less clutter up front. So what have I found about the bike that I haven't warmed to as quickly? The tyres, the Maxxis Recon tyres, it's good to see Maxxis on the giant bikes, but the Recon tyres, probably not quite as grippy as I would like, and with the amount of torque that you can lay down, I probably would be putting something a bit different. And as far as drivetrain noise, I don't know whether you've heard it come through the camera. It's the drivetrain noise is always there. It's not a silent affair with this bike, but it's just something that you'd get used to. Every bike has its pros and cons, and that's just a small thing. I like a quiet running bike. I get used to it for the trade-off for the extra power going up hills.
No worries, that's cool. That's cool, thank you very much. Good stuff. Well, that's about it for now, but we'll be doing another episode soon with another day on this thing.